Hey everybody, welcome to the stream, welcome to another day in Azeroth, and thank you all very much for joining me. Ooh, what's this? Oh, that looks okay. Hope everybody is having a fantastic Sunday so far. What is new? What is good, guys? Wayne, Dragonsbane, Tanita, Dustin, Chaos, David, Monica, Starlord, Mr. Santa, Katie, Talon. Welcome everybody. Alright, so this Shadow Priest, I haven't played this Shadow Priest since the War Within. Played quite a bit of the Shadow Priest in the War Within. It was my main. So we did Undermine stuff, we did some stuff in Koresh, we did a tiny bit of Mythics. And this was the character that I did the campaign on and all that stuff. But yeah, they've done nothing at all here in Midnight. So we're gonna have to devise a way to pleasantly level them up to 90. And then go from there. I think I'll do a combination of delves. I want to see if this class is okay in delves, but I also want to do some 5-man stuff, so maybe we'll do a couple time walking dungeons. It's TBC time walking, which I think is quite funny. Curse of Ulatek. This isn't the new stuff, I don't think. No, this is all the stuff we learned about the Haranir and their history. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll probably... Let's see, let's start with some world quests so I can just learn how to press my buttons. How about that? That sounds cool. Let's go grab a trinket upgrade. And we'll just learn how to press our buttons before I really get into any real content. Yeah, that's what we're doing. I took the lead-in quest for Voidstorm. So I thought maybe I would do some side questing out there. But that requires us to do the Magister's Terrace dungeon, I think. Get that going. Alright, so we have to help Fabry's village. I bet, am I going to be able to push buttons during this quest? Yeah, maybe. So the Void Tentacle is laying down Shadow Word Pain and Vampiric Touch. So if I'm doing this right, I should never have to hardcast either of those. And that makes my life actually quite easy. So I should probably open with that. And then go from there. Maybe I will need something like a delve so I can push my buttons a little bit more before the enemies die. But we'll do this quest for the trinket. What else am I doing here? I'm killing these guys, but what am I... Thought I could do... Oh, here we go. Aha, my special ability. I gotta scare away some of these guys. Dave, I appreciate you stopping by, man. Thanks so much. Shadow Priest has some great visuals. Yeah, the Shadow Priest has, so far, like, in my opinion, the coolest visuals. Now, granted, I haven't played much of a mage recently. I've only played a little bit of a warlock, but I prefer the voidy stuff. It's really cool. The new Tentacle Slam is amazing. It's so good. Where are we at? 49%. How's the music for you guys? Volume seem right? I'm gonna have to figure out what is my speed button. I must have like a movement speed increase. I'm gonna need that in 5-mans, I'm sure. The bubble power word shield has a little bit of a speed increase on it, I think, but that's not our primary one. Oh, the feather, right? Angelic feather. You have to walk through it. I should probably keybind that somewhere. I feel like we're gonna be using that one a lot. So yeah, most of the stuff we get from pretty much all content should be upgrades. Like, I do have some mythic stuff from back in the War Within, but yeah. Let's put this over the 118 trinket. There we go, our first piece of midnight gear. I think we could probably do a delve and just see how that feels. I think I get the gist of it. Doesn't seem too complicated just to kill stuff. Let's go down here and let's do the Shadow Enclave. Yep. Yep. And then after that, we'll try a couple time walking runs. I know, like, time walking is kind of a joke, haha. But we'll do a couple and just check it out. I don't know if maybe there's not some TBC transmogs we'd like to have. If you do 4 time walking dungeons, it gives you a 3-hour buff, 30% XP gains. Wow. Well, that sounds cool. We'll do at least 4 of them then. How about that? Joanna with the $50 super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for being here today. I hope you're doing well. That is incredibly generous of you. This is the entrance, correct? Yes. Alright, so what do you guys think I should do with Valera? On the Paladin, I had Valera heal us, and she seemed quite good at that. And it seemed quite necessary on the Paladin because we're getting hit by stuff. Should I have her tank? For a Shadow Priest? Should she be a tank? Maybe I'll try her as a tank and just see how that goes. It's going to be a rank 1 anyway, so like anything we do should be okay here. I guess I don't have to overthink it too much. I should buff myself with this. A Vampiric Embrace is a cooldown. Vampiric Embrace fills you with the Embrace of Shadow Energy for 12 seconds, causing you to heal all nearby allies for 40% of any single target spell damage you deal. Oh, okay, so this is my self-heal. So if I'm low, I pop this and keep DPSing. I have my bubble, which probably ought to be somewhere more accessible to me. I have Dispersion, disperse into Shadow Energy, reducing all damage by 75% for 6 seconds and healing you. Oh, okay. That's going to be an important one for delves. That's going to be good. Alright. Shadowy supplies. Liberate the supplies the Twilight Blades have gathered before they can learn, or before they can rearm. I feel like rearm needs to have a hyphen. It looks weird to spell rearm that way. Before they can rearm and recover their strength. Yeah, I think that would just be a hyphen between re and arm. But what do I know? It's not like I'm an editor. It's not like I spent 10 years writing for a corporation. What do I know? Alright, Valera, we're gonna have to...
One moment.
Oh, I have to get up here to change her, right? I hope I can adjust her. I haven't had any... Yeah, okay, let's go up here. What is this? This is the quest? The perfidious cultist. They can't put a hyphen between rearm, but then they use a word like perfidious. Very inconsistent. The perfidious cultists of the Twilight's Blade have infiltrated Eversong and set up their horrid operations in the nearby cavern. Clear them out. Okay. The funnest thing with the demo Warlock is see like how many imps can I get out at one time. I just want to see like how many imps I can get on the screen at once. That's like the minigame I play when I play demo lock. View companion. Companion role. Empty. Oh yeah, we don't want it to be empty. Let's try her as a tank. I get to keep the curios I get on the paladin? Is this right? I get to keep all of my curios across all of my characters. Okay, wow, that's amazing. Let's just give her some epics. There we go. Alright, let's see how she does as a tank. She keeps her level? Oh, that's interesting. That's gonna make that a lot easier on alts. She keeps her level and all of her abilities. Okay. This is old news to all you guys.
Glory to the Zendaya.
Probably. Some of you at least.
We shall not falter.
Okay, so let's see how this works. Like if I stand back here, how is she gonna go tank?
Try harder next time.
Okay, so she's tanking it. That's good. I mean, this could be a lot of fun on the Shadow Priest if she's a good tank.
Let's talk.
What is this?
The pleasure is mine.
What was that little sack that I picked up? I've never picked up anything like that before.
I wouldn't cross me if
It was
I
some
were
kind of little sack.
you. This was your failure.
I can direct her with pings. Is that like a special command I have to do? Because it's not like a normal ping. The ping system. Yeah, I've never used the ping system. I'm not even sure how to open that interface up. You're talking about like the dungeon pings and stuff. She went in all on her own there. I did not tell her to go in. Why are we evade bugging?
This is for you.
Who's evade bugging and why? Okay. F is default. Maybe I've changed my F key. My F key doesn't do anything. Is she just like going ahead on her own and like just doing her own thing? I feel like I have no control over like what she does. Yeah, I do need to figure this ping system out because I think she's like going off book. She's getting herself pretty beat up about it too.
Be quiet.
I just need my own party. You know, let's... Oh, that'd be cool. Like, I would like in Labyrinths to have a 3-person party. Like, I need all the roles covered, please. Wouldn't that make more sense? To be able to have 2 companions with you and just... You will always be able to have all the roles covered. Like, if you want to be a healer, then you can bring a DPS and a tank. You know, you guys get what I'm saying. Like, wouldn't that just make more sense? If I could just have 2 companions? And then they could probably make the content a little bit harder, maybe. You know, I don't know. Anyway, moving on. I mean, I guess at that point, you know, you're in a follower dungeon essentially, but just like a smaller follower dungeon.
That's the best you can do.
It is the best I can do, Valera. Oh, she was probably talking to them, not taunting me. At least I hope she wasn't taunting me. That'd be pretty rude.
This was your failure.
But my F key doesn't open anything, so maybe, I mean, it doesn't do anything.
My loyalties are my own.
My F key seems to be completely unbound.
Try harder next time.
I don't remember these little sacks we're seeing. This right here? Twilight materials. Is this part of the quest we're doing? It must be part of a quest, because I've been in here before and not seen these.
Let's talk. Breathe deep.
She gets so low on HP.
One moment.
Like, and I don't have a way to really heal her up. Like, I can recuperate. Does she recuperate? I guess if I let her sit, she'll recuperate. Okay. Karen, good evening to you and welcome to the stream. Okay.
Try harder next
So I just have to
time.
watch her HP a little bit between pulls. Like, if she gets low, I need to give her a minute.
Now strike.
G and hold to bring up the radial. Oh, snap. That is smooth. Warning. I mean, I still don't know how I would use this to command her. Unless... Aha. Okay. Okay. Let me think about how I can use that more effectively. Because, like, hitting G every time, like, I wonder if I could rebind that somewhere. Because it's a really cool concept, but if I'm going to have her go in like that every time I want to control her actions, then it probably should be a little bit easier.
One moment.
Yeah, I almost wish I could have a pet command for her. You know how, like, pets just have an attack button? I just need her to have a pet button. Like, an attack button for her, and then I just keybind that. Like, that would make a lot more sense to have it act like a pet attack function. Yeah. Well, yeah, I have herbalism and alchemy on this character, although, to be fair, I never did anything with herbalism and alchemy in Midnight. Because I am not smart enough to understand the new crafting systems. So it's like, yeah, I have it. Let's see if I go G. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just better for me to pull them and let her go in, honestly. It's easier just to pull them and let her go in on them. Like, I guess if I need more time to prepare, I could do it that way, but it's kind of a pain in the butt. See, she gets in there pretty quick. If I just attack, she gets in there super fast. Yeah, I think we're okay. It's cool that you can do that, but I don't really think we necessarily need it. So we're not going to mess with it for now. Joanna, another $50 super chat. Are you crazy? Why are you so crazy generous? I don't understand. I really appreciate it. It sucks that you can't stay longer. I appreciate you stopping by. And all the support, obviously. You've funded the stream and then some, so it's incredibly generous of you.
Try harder next time.
Hopefully we'll catch you soon. The music here is really good. Oh man, the music is really kicking out. I feel like a delve is one of the places where, like, you get to listen to the whole music track play out. You know, when you fly around the overworld, a lot of times the music, even if the music is good in the overworld, it changes so fast as you move around the map. Like, you never get, the tracks never have any time to breathe. But I feel like in the delve, like, the music has time to breathe. You really get to listen to all of it. A cleverer girl. Clever saptors occasionally ambush your foes during combat. Okay. Alright, we got the respawn point. Why is he still glowy? Oh, he's an herb? The Saptors are herbs? They're like plant raptors? I didn't know they were plant raptors. Did you guys know the Saptors were plant raptors? Most of you probably did.
Be quiet.
Most of you probably already knew that. I can't get over how sick Void Blast looks.
My eyes on you.
That's gotta be like one of the coolest spell effects in the game, if not the coolest.
Try harder next time.
On this character, for some reason, I feel like Valera is taunting me. Like, for some reason on the Paladin, it was obvious that she was taunting our enemies. But it's like she's timing her commentary with when my abilities fire off. And it just keeps feeling like she's kind of like sideways taunting me. And then later if I address her about it, she's like, oh no, I was talking to the enemies, of course. But it feels like sometimes she's talking about me. I didn't get these vibes on the Paladin.
This is for you. One moment.
To be fair, Valera taunts everybody. I mean, that's fair. I guess I don't mind.
Catch. Be quiet.
I'm gonna be sad when we have a different companion in like a later expansion. Like, who's gonna top Valera?
One moment.
I mean, obviously, Bran was the worst. And now we have Valera. Like, who's gonna be better than Valera? I don't think anybody. And next time, I feel like I need to have options, because Bran was a real miss. And Valera is obviously a hit. But I feel like they should have options in the future. Like, every expansion should launch with 2 characters to choose from. Just because, like, if you don't like one of the characters, or you don't care for their VA, or you find them very annoying, like, that's gonna ruin your delves.
That's the best you can do.
You're gonna go have to turn off all your dialogue options in the game. I feel like having a couple options would be better. King Murgle as the next companion. David, oh my god, why did you even put that out there, man? Why would you do this to us? I can see them doing that. The guy, and yeah, King Murgle, the guy in the Murloc suit, right? The guy that dresses up as the Murloc and then go lives among them. Like, yeah, he'll be the next companion character. That's it. The next companion will be CNET. Oh man. Belmont.
I will not die like them.
I'm glad so many of you guys seem to be digging the hardcore playthrough. I really appreciate you all watching that, because I'm having a blast with it.
Be quiet.
It's been very refreshing to play hardcore again, and the shaman has been a real joy. And of course, obviously, the shaman feels invincible right now. But we know that's not true.
Quiet.
See, Valera, every time I talk, she tells me to be quiet. I feel like she's literally aiming her insults at me. Maybe I gotta turn voice acting down a little bit, maybe. Maybe we just turn it down to like 60%.
All I was asked.
Complete a delve. Awesome. Well, that was pretty freaking fun, and it was really easy. I worried about, you know, like on the Pally, I can take hits, I can tank the mobs and all that stuff. And I was worried about like being squishy and taking hits. I didn't realize Valera was going to be as good of a tank as she is a healer. So that's really awesome. Let's go pick up all of our loot. What did we get? Oh, another trinket. I don't think that's... Well, that might be an upgrade. I don't know. The one we have on is 121, so probably just keep the epic for now. I feel like we could have done that on a 2 or 3, like at least a 2 or 3, no problem. Now that being said, that did not give us a ton of experience. So like, is that worth our time to like, from like a leveling perspective? Is that a way to level? I don't really think it is. Maybe there's a more effective way of doing it. Like there's probably some quests I could be taking that involve getting delves done and stuff like that. I mean, it was really fun. I think this character could definitely be a delves character at 90 for sure. Turn in the quest, it gives a ton. Oh, do we have a quest? Oh, I see. Okay, okay. Alright, well let's go back and let's see how much this turns in for. I also have to set my Hearthstone in Silvermoon because I didn't do that. The XP is the same from... Oh, okay, so for leveling, like, I should just stick with the ones. I was thinking maybe the loot would be better from a 3, since the loot from that one was not really good. But it's probably the same too. Alright, we'll go turn in the quest, and then we'll see what we want to do next. So the first time I do each delve, it's going to have a quest for me. And that'll turn in for a big amount. So maybe we should do like... We can work in a world tour. Like we can do some 5-mans, but we can work in like a world tour of delves. And just do all the initial delve quest. And that would be a fun way to get some levels if we can. That's all you do on alts, first time delves and world quest. Yeah, we should be looking at some of the world quests too, because some of them are going to have loot that's an upgrade. And some of them like this just have a boatload of XP. Like, yeah, I don't mind some world quest. 126 ring down here. Yeah, we should be probably looking at that too. Like maybe I could clear the zones of like the relevant world quest and clear the delves. Working some time walkings. I think time walking is just going to be like... I heard people were pulling all the mobs up to the first boss and then up to the second boss and then like AoEing all of it down. Could be fun like once or twice, but I don't think I'd want to make a living of it. Oh my god. Oh, I love the frame rate we're getting here. Oh, this is a great... Oh, okay, they got a little better. Jesus.
What have you learned lately?
Alright, let's turn in this one. 123,000 XP.
Keep an eye out for
Okay,
anything
that's a decent
interesting.
chunk.
Let me know what you find.
Alrighty. That's cool. What's this? The Delver's Call the Dark Way, so this is like more bonus XP. The Dark Way, I don't know where the Dark Way is. Beneath Suramar. I don't know how to get to that one. That's something. And then what do we have here? Delver's Call Perhelion Plaza. Quel'Danas is once more under attack by the Void, and any who are able to provide assistance should head to the battlements of Perhelion Plaza. Okay. Have I done these? The Dark Way. Okay. We can go right to the docks and do that one, apparently. And then Quel'Danas. Oh yeah, this was the one. I remember trying to find the entrance to this was like a huge pain in the butt. It took me like 10 minutes to find the doorway to get into this place. Okay. Why do I never max characters out? I max characters out when I want to. In retail, we do. And I don't raid. I just don't enjoy raiding. The only place I really enjoy doing endgame is retail, because it's built for endgame. So we do delves. I've done many mythics. I've done all kinds of stuff, but I do my endgaming in retail. And then in classic, I just don't really have any endgame that I'm super interested in. So I just level up. Yeah. That's it. Alright, I'm gonna go do the Dark Way. I don't know if I've seen this one or not. Don't know if I've seen this one. The biggest reason I want WoW to get on a better engine is that, like, I just need better frame rates in Silvermoon. Although, admittedly, this is bad frame rate even for me. Usually we get a little bit of a better frame rate here. I'm wondering if, maybe I need to update my drivers or something. Over here is pretty nice. We're getting, like, solid frame rate once we get away from the city. One-third of a level quest. Yeah, but keep in mind, like, it's a third of a level, but we spent a while in that delve to get it done. You know, the delve wasn't, like, just boom, 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 done. It wasn't like doing one quest. It is one quest, but doing the delve wasn't like doing one quest. What is this? Oh my gosh. Oh, it's like a boat. We're taking a boat to Suramar, basically. Yes. Ooh. Yeah, let's just, maybe we should just, oh look, the item level is gonna go up. Will I get a better reward? Like, will the gear be better if I do it 2? Maybe I'll just do it 2. Is leveling in retail too easy? No, it's not that it's too easy. Leveling in retail has a lot of problems, okay? But the problem isn't that it's too easy. That's not the problem at all. In fact, the opposite problem sometimes becomes true. Like, if you don't have heirloom gear, sometimes shit gets impossible to level up a character, depending on what time walking you're doing and what class you're playing. Sometimes the problem is it's too hard to kill stuff while you're leveling up in retail, because how the level scaling works, if you don't have gear that's leveling up with you, then you level up and the mobs level up. But when the mobs level up, they get stronger. And unless you've upgraded your gear, you don't. So you either have gear that levels up with you, or you're somehow getting lots and lots of gear every level, or you're getting weaker and weaker compared to the mobs. So no, while retail leveling has a lot of problems, but it being too easy is not one of them, like, at all in any way, and hasn't been for a while. You know, and people who think that it is too easy are either the people running around in heirlooms, at which point if you have full heirlooms it probably is really easy, or they're people that simply don't play the game and they just have a misconception of it being easy, and they just don't play it. Because yeah, that's not one of the problems it has. Alright, I will realign the conduits and restore the energy. The Twilight's Blade has infiltrated the Dark Way, disrupting the ley line energy flowing through the area. The conduits that channel its energy have been damaged and misaligned. I need you to eliminate the Twilight's Blade and realign the conduits to restore energy to the focus crystals. Okay.
Stars guide you.
So do I have to hit this first one? Yes, okay. So we got a little bit of an environmental puzzle. I think I've done this once. Maybe.
This was your failure. Bounty from nature. Useful. One moment.
Why do people make videos on hating retail lore? Do I think the lore is good now, or is it dead? I think that some of the lore is good, and some of the lore is okay, but I think some of the writing is really bad. And I think a lot of times when people have problems with the lore, it's not that the lore is bad, it's that the way the lore was expressed in the game was bad or didn't come off well. Or the actual writing, like the technical writing of the script, the lines, the narration, like the writing is sometimes bad. You know? Unlike Final Fantasy XIV, Blizzard doesn't employ a team of people who are strictly professional writers. They pay game designers and quest designers and lore heads and stuff like that. But they don't necessarily employ a team of like professional writers who what they do is they write, and they write well. And so sometimes it's just that the lore might be good, the story direction might be okay, but I think it doesn't resonate with a lot of people. There's always like sometimes there's something missing, and it just like hits people the wrong way, or they misinterpret what's actually being said. And I think ultimately and I think throughout the history of WoW also, keep in mind that most WoW players throughout the history of WoW haven't really cared about the lore that much. And that used to be okay because World of Warcraft never used to put the lore in your face. If you wanted to ignore all the lore and just raid with your friends and have a good time or crush people in PvP, you could do that. Because the game didn't put the lore in your face. But now the game forces everybody to see bits of the lore, usually through a fragmented MSQ that comes off feeling really stilted. So now you have this thing that's not necessarily the strong part of your game, and you're forcing everyone to see it front and center. Whereas back in like the Lich King days and even the Cataclysm days, the lore in the story was expressed in like a more subtle way through just quest writing. And if you wanted to ignore the quest writing, you were more than free to do that. You know, now there's cutscenes playing out, dialogue firing off, narrated lines spoken. And it's front and center, it's put in people's faces ever since Shadowlands. And some people just don't care for it. And if you have something that's kind of mediocre and you're forcing everybody to look at it, well, people are going to critique it and find problems with it. There we go. End of the thoughts video. That's it. That's all I got.
I don't think so. This is for you.
I have the most fun in the game when I kind of ignore the story and ignore the lore, and I find the bits of gameplay that I really like. That's how I end up having the most fun. Like, I like knowing what's going on with the broad strokes of the lore, and I will read quests and stuff, but like, the less I get involved in like the main storylines, the better time I have with the game.
Speak no more.
Valera, don't taunt him off me or anything. It's fine. Just take your time. I have one nitpick. I'd like to get a little bit more kill XP when I do delves. You know, even if you just move some of the XP to the kills and you move it out of the quest, I feel like I'd have a better sense of progression if I just like could see my XP bar move a little bit more. Just a tiny bit. And that was probably, it's probably like just a psychological thing.
This was your failure. Now strike! Breathe deep. This is for you.
Dang, Valera almost bit it. Having her health up here really, oh, is she dead? She's technically dead. She's down to 1 HP. She's unconscious. I gotta res her. Okay, I gotta move her health somewhere where I'm gonna see it more often. Where do I want to move her health? Let's go into edit mode. Let's go to like, I like it when we can use the horizontal layout. It's kind of what I like. Icon size is fine. I think like that's okay. Maybe I can get it down here somewhere. If we want to move things up just a tad. Extra ability should go over here. Let's move everything up just a little bit. Progress bar. I don't know what that is. Progress bar. Put that over here. Stance bar needs to come up a tad. Okay. Yeah, I think that works. That'll do for now. Cheyenne, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Alright, we got the cleverer girl again. The Saptors will occasionally jump out and fight for us. That's nice.
That's the best you can do. Speak no more. This was your failure. This is for you. Now strike!
Oh, do I have an interrupt? Yes, but I have it on my tilde key, which is not where I keep interrupts. I always keep interrupts on F3. There we go. I keep hitting F3 when I go to interrupt, and I'm like going into a vampiric cast. Now we should be able to actually interrupt.
My eyes on you. This was your failure. Breathe deep.
I mean, she gets really low sometimes.
One moment.
I wonder if there's anything I could be doing differently to make sure she comes out of some fights with a little bit more HP. I'm gonna let her completely heal up here. Alright, we have circled back around. And so we had opened up a door. This way. Oh no, that's not where we opened the door. Somewhere we opened a door. Must be down here. Alright, well... that's great and everything. Here we go. Yeah, she's level 30 though, you know? She's level 30 and it's a level 1 delve, so... maybe she'll be better when I'm a higher level? Or maybe she'll at least stay equivalent. Because yeah, like I guess her level, I guess, is like it's warbound. So she has all of her levels that she had from the paladin.
I wouldn't cross me if I were you.
Her max is 60. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Well, maybe maybe this character, since we got her to 30 on the pally, maybe with this character we'll be able to get her fully leveled up.
Catch. One moment. Be quiet.
She's an awful tank. No one uses her as one. 99% of people put her on heals or DPS. Fair enough. I can see why. Yeah, I can see why. Because probably they don't want to wait, especially they don't want to wait between pulls, right? Like, that seems to be the biggest thing. Like, she can tank almost anything, it seems, but then she's going to be having to heal up after. And I can see a lot of people not wanting to wait around for that, or deal with that in any way. I don't know what it would feel like if I were tanking it all in my face and maybe she were healing me. So we'll try that too, especially while we're at a lower threshold as far as difficulty. We will, the next time we do one, we'll try her as heals, and we'll see, like, what can I face tank, you know? Can I face tank effectively with her healing me or not? And we'll go from there. But I mean, I don't mind having to wait for her to heal up. As long as I pay enough attention to realize that's what's going on. We'll just try different things and we'll just figure out whatever works best. Whatever feels best. Like, if we face tank, but then we have to have downtime instead of her having downtime, like, that's a lose-lose. So we'll feel it out. But right now, like, I don't mind her as a tank. It probably would be easier if I had her, like, attack, but it's like, it's not exactly as easy as it seems to target people like that. Like, I can kind of target them directly, but sometimes it just hits the ground nearby and it doesn't hit the mob. And then when it hits the ground nearby, she doesn't seem to do anything about that. Yeah, like, you have... Maybe if I target him and then do it. Okay, like, yeah, that worked. If I target him first and then do it, but I don't really want to have to do that with every pull. A little bit too much micromanagement. And then I'm a pet class, I guess.
Bounty from nature. Useful.
A bounty from nature, you say? We can't sell to this merchant? Oh, that's a bummer. Well, they should just let us sell. I'd say let us sell. You know, we're picking up lots of junk in here. Who do we got? This is a boss? Infiltrator Gulkat. Okay. Invalid target. Perfect.
That's the best you can do.
Now he's active. Go void form. Let's get the heck out of whatever that is.
Speak no more.
He's got lots of stuff going on. Let's just try to avoid it as best we can.
Breathe deep. My eyes on you.
There we go. I mean, she almost died, but look, she's able to tank the boss. That's all I really need her to do. If she can tank the boss and live, she's a fine tank. And I'll hear no more bad talk about her.
One moment.
126 shoulders. That doesn't look as good as what we have, but okay. And Veiled Blessing. In delves until you complete your next one. Knockback surrounding enemies when you get hit in melee range. Can only occur once every minute though. That's fun. Not game changing. Not once a minute. Alright, so now we go turn this quest in and should hit level 81 at least. And then maybe we'll try a time walking to change things up. Before we do our next delve, this one turns in. Oh, we have a Spark of Radiance, and then this turns in down here. Really choppy in Stormwind today. I think I need to do like a full reboot. It almost feels like the RAM. There's no available RAM or something. This feels real bad. I'm gonna try to just restart my game real fast and see if just restarting the game will help me with that. And we'll just, because that's a lot of lag, and I just don't think that is good. Okay. Let's try again. No, usually I get frame rate loss, but how it was like choppy like that, that's not normal for my rig. Like I usually run at like 45 FPS, which is not great, but I do not have that kind of choppiness. My rig might need a restart. I'm really bad sometimes about, like, maybe some of you guys can relate, letting your computer just run and run and run, like sometimes putting your PC to sleep but never giving it a reboot. I'm really bad about never rebooting my PC. Which, for the kinds of stuff I do every day, is really bad. This is better. A little bit better. No, it's not better. It's still completely effed. Okay, I'm gonna move on. We'll just try to keep going. And just deal with it, because we're gonna have to deal with it. We have a talent points. Okay, yeah, I kind of forgot about talent points. Void apparitions. I know nothing about this. When an effect from an idol is activated, conjure a shadowy apparition. Void bolt. I don't even have void bolt. Send a bolt of pure void energy at your target. Am I getting void bolt? Is that what I'm getting? I don't know what half of this stuff means, but let's just go ahead and do that. So did I get Void Bolt? Do I have Void Bolt right now and I just haven't been using it? I have no idea. I don't have a spell called Void Bolt at all. In fact. Not according to this spell book. Cool. Okay. Well then, I guess I just keep doing what I'm already doing. And I guess I don't worry about it. Alright, let's see. Do we want to do a time walking? I mean, let's do... If we can do the 4 time walkings, we can get the XP buff, but... Let's see if we can make it through 4. Let's see how long it's going to take to find a group, and maybe we can go do some world quest for some loot while we're waiting. 10 minutes, holy cow. For time walking? I thought time walking was popular when it was around. Lots of people doing it. Let's go down here. We can do this one. Alright, we're looking for Amani defectors, and we're destroying armaments. These are not Amani, but these are flower people. So we gotta find the trolls. Somewhere out here there are trolls. Here we go. You guys look like trolls. I think I just aggroed that elite mount, and I don't know if that's what I really wanted to do. I don't really know how to fight elites on this character, but I guess we're gonna do it live. That seems okay. Once we got going. Yeah, that was fine. Do I have like an instant heal? Desperate Prayer. I probably need this to be somewhere I can actually hit it. And what kind of cooldown is that? Oh, that's a 1.5 minute cooldown. Okay. That's nice, at least. Ooh, this is a rare spawn? Let's tag him. He had some coffer keys. That's really nice. Yeah. We'll eventually need those for empowered delves. Alright, well, that's one world quest down. Average wait time 5 minutes. Time in queue 6 minutes. Okay, cool. What next? Let's see. We got a ring down here, 139 ring. Okay, that would be an upgrade. Let's head south and go see if we can get that, shall we? I mean, as an herbalist, I should probably stay on the ground more and like herb stuff, but I have no idea how to use alchemy in this game. So I just don't know, and I don't even know if I've trained. I mean, I seem to be getting skill ups, but I'm not even sure if I trained alchemy for Midnight expansion on this character. I don't know when I would have done it. Oh, I have Midnight Herbalism. Somehow I picked up Midnight Herbalism, but I did not pick up Midnight Alchemy. So there's that. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Anyway, that's a can of worms for another time, but I guess it probably wouldn't hurt to pick up herbs, you know? Maybe one day I can figure out alchemy. Farstrider's Lost Quiver. What is this? Let's take care of this guy. Treasures of Eversong. Discover the hidden treasures. When I'm looking at this, is this showing just this character? Because I would really rather see my entire warband. Like, if this is stuff I need overall, that's great. If it's stuff that only this character needs, then that's not really useful information. And I wonder... Because if that's Warbound, then I guess I cleared this entire zone of all the side quests on my Paladin, but I never found any secrets. I mean, God. I mean, I am blind, I guess. Pests cleared out. Okay, clear them out. By clear them out, do you mean kill them? Or do you mean, like, shoo them away? That I even have to ask this question is not good. It means kill them, thankfully. Okay. And destroy their nest. Jen, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Shadow Priest is a lot of fun at 90. That's awesome. I mean, it was a lot of fun in the War Within, and it's been fun so far. You know, they've made some changes since War Within that are like good changes, but for the most part, the spec feels very similar to that, which is good. Alright, there is our dungeon pop. Let me destroy this other nest. And then we'll take it. I hope this world quest saves my progress. I don't know. Oh, hi. Hi there. How are you guys? Very rude. Ah, yes. TBC time walking. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, hi. Okay, great. Okay, great, great, great. This is a good way to come into things. Grab the quest. I think this, like, coming into this really exemplifies what these runs are going to be like. It'd be nice to do enough of them to get the XP buff or whatever. Just to, like, engage with the game, you know? I don't even probably want to look at, like, a DPS meter, but I guess I will. Does details still work for retail, or does details not work? Yeah, that needs to be reset. How do I reset data? Okay. I mean, we seem to be doing okay. I feel like I'm missing that void ability, like void spike or whatever it called it. Like, I don't have a void spike ability, but for some reason, my talents are referencing a void spike ability that I just don't seem to have. Maybe it's something I learn later? That seems very unlikely, but I guess it's possible. So this is what people are doing. Like, I was warned about this, where we just like pull like way ahead, I guess. Like, not a lot I can do about it. All I can do is kind of like get on this side of the tank and hope that he can get threat. That was, you know, not that fear is not going to help anything. Yeah, that's not great. Let's... Damn, I mean, this was kind of a shit show. Alright, let's do this. Silenced again. Okay, yeah, like being back-to-back silenced, like we're not going to be able to do a lot here. Let me get way back here, and maybe if I stay way back here, maybe that'll help. Everyone's dying, because obviously this is not the way it's done. Okay. I see, I see. Well, this is exciting. This is one way to see TBC content. Alright, back into shadow form we go. We should probably remember to put up Power Word Fortitude. Would be a good idea. I don't know if I have any other buffs I need to spread around. I don't think so. I think just Power Word Fortitude. This is exciting. It's exciting to see people fail at content that's so ancient. That's when you know it was good content, when people can still fail at it completely 25 years later. So how many of these do I have to do for the 30% XP? I have to do 4 of these. Ooh, that seems a lot. Doing 4 of these seems like a lot, unless we get a decent amount of XP from doing it. Like, I don't know how much XP each run is worth, but that would be something to know. Alright, well at least we were able to come back and clean it up. I think in these runs, like, you could probably pull a lot. You don't have to pull every single mob, you know? You can just pull a normal big pull. It's exciting enough. It gives us enough to do.
What is this? You must forgive me, but I was not expecting company. You can see we are somewhat preoccupied. But no matter. As I am a gracious host, I will tell you. I have longed for a good adventure. I have such fascinating things to show you. Farewell.
Is this Shadow Labs? No. Manitombs? Manitombs. Okay. Something that begins a quest. Didn't see where that popped up. This item begins a quest, except it really doesn't. Alright, that was the end of the run. Yeah, see, we did not get a big chunk of XP for that. We gotta do 5 time-walking dungeons for this quest. I mean, that's not a lot of XP. We're getting 120-something XP from doing the delves for the first time, so maybe that's the way to go. In an old man voice, I miss the crowd control days. Back in my day, we used to have to CC everything. You needed a hunter trap, a sheep, a hex, a slow, or else it all fell apart, damn it. Yeah, I know what you mean, but ain't nobody got time for all that. All the marking the tanks had to do, god. Every pull you had to mark everything. I mean, do you guys think doing some of those is going to be worth it? Or, like, not really, unless we really wanted TVC cosmetics? Like, I don't mind doing them. I think, like, doing them is just good dungeon practice for me. As far as, like, learning how to press the right buttons and do decent damage and all that stuff. Like, I'm gonna need to develop that muscle memory again anyway. So for me, it's just practice. Like, it's like Mythic practice, basically, because it probably feels the same as like a Mythic 2 would feel. Not as hard, not as far as how hard stuff hits, but as far as like how fast the group wants to go. Good training dungeons. Yeah, and I think with a 10-minute wait timer, it gives us time to do other stuff between. And then I also want to do some more delves though. Like, I'm not done with delves for today. We'll do probably one more dungeon and then I'll go do a delve. Alright, that is our ring upgrade we were working towards. Let's put that over the 124. Okay, what else? What's this? Special assignment Shade and Claw. This has an elite marker on it. That seems like I need a group for that. What else can we do? Oh, here we go. My Reshi wraps are item level 154 though. Like, I'm not gonna drop my Reshi wraps. Because apparently it's still good. We can just go over into Zulaman. Let's go over here. Actually, let's just go ahead and we will do the one quest. We'll do this just for the XP. We might not need the item, but we might as well go do it for something to do while we wait for the queue to pop. Dragon's Bane, you're playing Conan Exiles and that's the classic plus waiting room for you? That's okay. I think that's perfectly alright. Imagine if you didn't touch classic from now until when classic plus came out, like how refreshed you would be and how like exciting it would be to get back in. Like, imagine just being able to like not play classic until classic plus comes out. But unfortunately that could be like 2 years, you know. But it'd probably feel pretty good when you finally jump back in. I am also feeling I'm feeling the TBC burnout, you know? The special kind of slow creeping burnout that happens when you realize you've done something 3 times in 20 years. So yeah, that's why I'm here. Because I too am feeling the burnout. That's why I've been playing hardcore too. People recruited. I'm recruiting people by throwing papers at them. Okay. I think I see. Sorry about that. We had a little bit of lag, but I think it passed. Alright, where to next? I don't even think I can get to Voidstorm yet. I looked for the portal to Voidstorm, but I don't seem to have it. And for some reason, and I guess I just get into this mindset where I assume in retail, like, everything's account bound. So I just assumed, like, if my paladin had opened up teleporters, that I would jump on this character and that she would also have the teleporters. But now I'm kind of realizing I don't think that's the case. Now it feels like maybe I have to do, like, some of the initial questing to get me into those areas. Like I don't have the Herenar portal or the Voidstorm portal, which is super unfortunate. Because I would definitely be cool with going out to Voidstorm, doing some of the side quests and doing some of the world quests at the same time, because I have tons of side quests in Voidstorm that I haven't seen. I've seen all the side questing in Silvermoon and Zulaman. We've done 100% of the side questing, I think, or pretty dang near 100%. But in Voidstorm, there was so much of it, I only touched the surface of it. So yeah, but right now I can't even go out there. Portals are account wide. Yeah, I couldn't find them. It's weird. I couldn't find them, and I thought the map would default to showing, like, not showing me stuff that had been done on my other character. Like, where is that option? Like, I don't want to see side quests on this character that my paladin has already completed. Is that an option or no? Because I thought there was a way to cleanse the map so that, like, if it was already done on an alt, you just don't even see it unless you turn it on. Like, I want to open my map and not see anything that I've already completed previously. And I thought that was an option, but I haven't figured out how to enable it, if it is. And now I'm starting to question if it even is. Like, you'd think there'd just be a way to track, like... So weird. Maybe, like I said, I guess I'm just making it all up. Kind of unfortunate. It would make it a lot easier to clear all the content that I wanted to if I could see only what I haven't done on the account. AI says use the map filter menu, toggle off warband completed quest. Use the map filter... Oh, that doesn't look like a filter icon at all. That looks like a layer icon for, like, if you're in an area with multiple levels, it almost looks like a way you would switch between those. Obviously that's not how this game works. But that was kind of how my brain, like, read that part of the UI, so I ignored it. Cloth pants, 139 cloth pants. Oh, okay, sure. Oh my god, why are you guys so pissed off right now? You were fine a minute ago. Okay. Let's go ahead and pop those on. And then let's see. So it said filters, toggle off, warbound completed quest. Aha! Yes. Okay, so see, now I'm only going to see stuff that I haven't done, which is exactly what I want. Okay, so if I look back at Eversong Woods, yeah, see, Eversong Woods is almost clear. There's a couple that I probably ought to do. In fact, now I'm intrigued, like, what did I leave behind there? Let's finish this one before we fly off. What's up with the animations? It feels overwhelming. It could be. I can see how you'd think like, wow, this is a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, absolutely. Like anything, you have to get used to it. It's a lot, and you can turn them down a little bit if it's too much. I think they look really cool, but you do have to get used to it, especially if you play games, if you're a classic player. And you play a bunch of classic and then you come and you try to play retail, it's visually overwhelming because you're just not used to it. And it's not just the spell effects, but it's actually everything. And it does take some like easing into and getting used to. You know, especially if, like I said, if you're a classic player. All right, here we go. What are we gonna pull this time? Nope, somebody X'd out of that. Back to the top of the queue we go. I do want to go back and do that side quest stuff in Silver Moon, but I want to get this trinket too. Let's go get the trinket. Let's clear these world quests, and then we'll go back to Eversong Woods. Average wait time, 5 minutes. Time in queue, 12 minutes. Seems like it's working. You know, I seem to be wearing a bag or some kind of basket on my back. Don't know what that's about. Do I just fly into these guys? No. No, we gotta... It looks like we gotta kill them. Okay, yep. Some good old-fashioned underwater combat. Regain breath from underwater airflow is optional. Okay, so we got underwater bubbles that we can get our breath back. There we go. Well, that's nice. Oh, we can fight the crabs too. It's weird that they retain their outlines even when they're dead. They have their outlines. That's a little weird. We have Shattered Halls. Okay, Shattered Halls. I don't think I've done Shattered Halls in a while. Like I don't in TBC Classic. I didn't get to Shattered Halls, so this is new-ish. Yeah, I haven't been in here in a while and I don't know the bosses. Fun times. It looks like, what do we got? Everybody here, we got Death Knight, Rogue, we have a Druid Healer, and we have a Demon Hunter Tank. Alright. Eventually, the tank will be here. Here they come.
time on that one. He's weak. Come on, show me a real fight.
Yep, the button pushing on the Shadow Priest is still just as fun as it was back in Season 3 of Dragonflight when we did a ton of mythics. Oh yeah, I like it. It's good. I'm happy the bosses in these stay alive for a long time. You know, they're not necessarily hard. There's not necessarily a lot going on. But they stay alive for a long time, and it lets you work through your rotation and kind of figure out what you're doing if you're leveling an alt. And that's awesome.
Archers, form ranks! On my mark! Ready! Aim! Fire!
I mean, I'm only level 82. At this rate, it would take me about 8 hours to hit 90, which I think it would be completely fine. I'll probably start leveling a little bit faster, but I feel like this is fine. You know? For an alt that's only trying to get the last 10 levels, like, it shouldn't take much longer than that anyway. We have a talent point. Okay. Oh, it's over in the priest tree. I don't even know what to grab over here. Let's reduce the cooldown of Desperate Prayer by 20 seconds. That seems legitimate. Especially for when we're doing solo stuff like Delves, that could be helpful. We got something. Binds when picked up, multiple stats. Oh, this is a gem. 2 crit and 2 stamina. Yeah, that seems like basically nothing, but okay. Very nice, I guess.
Fighter down!
Alright, we got Warbringer Omrog. Okay. I kind of remember this guy punting people around, and like the punts being a problem. Probably not going to be any issues here in Time Walking, but we'll see.
Me hungry. We're always hungry. That's why we're so fat. This is all your fault.
Nice.
I hate
Time or Runesong Dagger, Time Warped, 145. I have a staff. I think unless we get an offhand item, I have to keep the staff, obviously. But it looks cool. It kind of matches our look. We'll hang on to it, and yeah, maybe someday we get an offhand item, or we're offered an offhand item. Another boss? War Chief Karga something or another?
Leatrix for a reason. As you will see.
Was he the last boss? Yes. 2 out of 5 time walking dungeons complete. Alright. Well, that was pretty enjoyable. It wasn't bad. We went really fast. We pulled really big. I mean, that's what we're designed to do. And I enjoyed pushing the buttons. Go ahead and get out of here. Did we complete this quest? No. We're just not in the right area for it now. That's kind of weird. When we went into the instance, we were in the right area for it. I wonder what happened. Maybe the quest expired. Yeah, I don't really know what's happening with this quest. It doesn't seem to be properly tracking anymore. There we go. Okay, we had to leave the area and fly back into the area if that happens. Okay, I think we're good. Yes, now we're good. Alright, what do I want to do now? Let's go get this bracer upgrade. Speaking of upgrades, we have this trinket. We can pop this over the 121 item level, up to a 145 item level. Alright, so we are looking for ritual components, and we're killing guys. And we actually took out about half of them already. Felipe, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us today. Alright, so 145 bracers over 131. What next? Let's go ahead and clear this last side quest, or world quest rather, just for some kind of completion, and then we'll head back to Eversong Woods. Exponent Poet, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us today. Eagles Inspired. Okay. Are we gonna have to fly? Yeah, it's one of the quests where we have to fly through a bunch of things. Okay, we can do that. I don't mind those for a change of pace. Apparently they're inspired by us running into them mid-flight. Little scenic overlooks that they stole right from Guild Wars 2. I feel like Guild Wars 2 did it a little better. But, you know, maybe they'll improve with these over time. Alright, this is a good spot. Let's go ahead and take the dungeon. Violet Hold. No, but Violet Hold. Yes, because we're in Wrath of the Lich King time walking. Botanica. Okay. Cool. For some reason I can't control my character. I can spin in place, but I can't move. Oh boy. Okay. That's so weird. I mean, everything's working. Everything's working except my character. What do I do about that? I can spin. I can rotate. I can even buff. Oh, I can't buff. I wonder what's wrong with me. Teleport out of dungeon. You cannot teleport out of dungeon while in combat. I've never been stuck like this. Reload. Okay, I mean, I'll try. My character is stuck in place. Will a reload fix this? No, a reload didn't fix it. I'm gonna teleport out and teleport back in. Like, my mouse is working, you know, obviously it's fine. My whole game is broke. My game is broke. I can dance, but I still can't move. I don't know what's wrong with my game today. Like, I've had so many issues today that I've just never experienced before. I don't even know what could cause that. What could cause, like, my character is stuck in place. My keyboard can't move him forward. The mouse can't move him forward. The keyboard and mouse are working just fine. Like, even if one of them were broken, the odds of both the keyboard and mouse dying simultaneously is, like, infinitesimal. I don't know what it is. Like, if it's something on my end, or is it a way that the game is broke? I mean, I would have loved to do this dungeon. I can move now. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, I had to close out to fix it. So I don't know. I guess maybe we'll make it for the end boss. I kind of wish when you teleport into the dungeon, it teleports you to the group leader. Wherever the group leader is, like, that's where it should bring you if you have to teleport out and back in or whatever. That would be super convenient. Because then we get to, like, participate a little bit. Alright, I don't need to pick herbs in here. Just need to catch up with the group. Okay, I guess we're going this way. You can tell I know my way around Botanica. Haven't been in Botanica since the last time we did TBC Classic. Okay, this looks familiar.
Step forward.
When I reloaded, it turned off my damage meter? Why would it do that? Oh, I don't like that at all. When you do a reload or whatever, it turns off the meter? Okay. No, I don't do any important jobs in retail. In retail, the groups move fast. So the worst thing I could do as someone who gets lost or as someone who finds myself habitually behind the group, the worst thing I can do is heal. Because that's going to get other people killed. If I'm a DPS and I lag a little bit behind, the worst thing that happens is I take a hit on the meters. You know, nothing really bad happens to the group. All I do in retail is DPS. I know that's the way I'm gonna enjoy dungeons the most. I don't trust myself enough not to ruin someone else's good time.
What aggravation is this? You will die. I'll incinerate you. Your life will be mine. You won't get far.
I wish I could set this up the way I do details, where I can have one window that tracks overall damage, and then another window that tracks DPS on a fight-to-fight basis. Should I just be using details instead, since it does what I want in the way that I want? There we go, that's level 83. Is the ability bloat reduction noticeable at midnight? I don't have any problems with it, and like I don't like it when there's too many abilities or when it feels like there's too many abilities. The Paladin has felt good. So far the Shadow Priest has felt good. I don't feel like there's too many buttons to push. I don't feel like there's too many cooldowns to manage. And that hasn't always been the case. I think way back, even back to like Dragonflight. Yeah, the two classes I've played both feel good. The Shadow Priest has a bit more going on than the Paladin, obviously. But it still doesn't feel like it's too much.
Who disturbs this sanctuary?
That's it. That's Botanica. We got a chest upgrade. We're going from a 121 to a 151. That's actually huge. Let's leave the group. I didn't know we could get such good upgrades from doing the time walking runs. That's really cool. Would I ever be interested in trying out WoW's housing system in the future? Oh, I've tried it out. I've been there and I've done some stuff inside my house and outside my house. Yeah, I've tried it. I'm just not really interested in it. It doesn't really do anything for me. It's cool. It's really good. It's really well made. I'm just not interested in it, but I've definitely tried it. I typically will never decide that I'm not interested in something unless I have tried it first. Because otherwise, how would I know I'm not interested in it if I've just never done it? Void Torrent deals 30% increased damage? Yeah. I think, yes. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, the robes. Let's put those bad boys on. Let's pull out our mount. I would love to vendor, like, all of our junk. We have a lot of junk. No. Let's go ahead and we should be able to basically just sell everything. Alright. I mean, that looks pretty good.
Many farewells.
3 out of 5. I mean, I'd love to get 5 out of 5. Let's do something a bit different. Let's go do a delve. Wait, well, let's finish this. We're 80% with this one. Yeah, let's finish our flybys, and then we'll go do the delve here. For a change of pace. Yeah, the delve quests give a lot of XP. Yep, we're trying to do them all once, so we can turn in for that big chunk of XP for each one. We've done a couple today. I just don't want to do anything like back to back to back. I like how I just didn't end up at the right place. We ended up at the dungeon and not at the delve. Cool, cool, cool. Let's try to get all the way to the delve now. The delves themselves are awful for XP. Yeah, like, the delves, doing a delve doesn't really give you much XP on its own. Yeah, exactly. And that's why we're just going to run them each once. I'm going to do it on a 1. Because mainly we're just here for the XP. Turning the quest in. I think we're going to keep Valera tanking for us. I kind of like her as a tank for right now. We'll just keep an eye on her HP. Twilight's Blade kidnapped me, but there are others. You must save them before it's too late. Here's a key. Alright, suspicious key. Oh, that was really something. Okay, they caught me red-handed. So don't click on things because you'll get captured. And when you get captured, you'll be made a sacrifice. They're getting free, okay. Here we go.
Quiet.
Did I not take the quest? Wait. Wait. How did I not take the quest? And where the hell am I, for that matter? Oh god, where was the entrance? Yeah. Okay. I feel like the quest should just be given to you automatically, and I shouldn't have to do anything to take it. But we'll just do it this way. We'll just pivot. Oh, there we go. That's not where I thought we were set to, but that'll work. I'm assuming, like everything else, we have a teleporter, correct? We better have a teleport to Silvermoon, otherwise I am going to be very unhappy. I have to fly across the Eastern Kingdoms. It's going to tick me off. The quest was a little flyer on the wall. Yeah, it should just give it to you when you come in. It's easy to miss a little flyer on the wall if you're me. Of course, it wouldn't be front and center. Why would it be front and center? Here we go. It should just be like the first thing you walk into. In that case, we're just going to do the one that's right here. Alright, I'm looking around. I don't see a quest. Well, so what should I do?
The dark times will pass.
Is there not a quest? Am I losing my mind? I haven't done this one. So I'm assuming there would be a quest. But now I'm pretty paranoid about not grabbing it. Are there not quests for all of the delves? Do only some delves have quests? Because that would be weird. But I suppose I can see how that would happen. I don't want to do this if there's not a quest for it. It doesn't look like there is. Yeah, without there being a quest, doing this is completely pointless right now. So now I'm confused about like which ones are going to give XP and which ones are not going to give XP. Now I have no idea. So that sucks. Okay. Well, we know this one had a quest, I just didn't pick it up. So I guess that's what we were going to do after all. I'm just kind of confused about why they don't all have a quest. So I don't see a quest for this one either. Okay, I clearly don't know enough to use this as a strategy for leveling up. So what should we do instead? Like this is clearly not a viable way. If I can't even predict when I'm gonna have a delve quest and when I'm not gonna have a delve quest, then I don't know. It just seems kind of weird. Alright. I'm gonna peel out of here. Clearly, I need to do a bit more research on different ways I can level up. I thought delves were a viable way from everything I'd read, but they don't really seem to be. Let's pop out here and do whatever this world quest is. Oh, this world quest is elite. Let's see. Okay, no one's doing it right now. Fair enough. That doesn't leave us any world quest to do. We have no world quest in Eversong or Zulaman. So now I would have to figure out how to get to the Void Storm. Or to Herondar if I wanted to do that. The other thing we don't have access to, we don't have access to like ritual sites or any of the other world events. Are the quests warbound? So if I've done a quest for a delve ever on another character, I can never do it again. That doesn't really seem right. I mean, yeah, I'm sure my paladin did some of these quests back when I leveled them up. But that's been a while. So, I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna go check out this side quest instead. Now I don't know how I'm gonna level this character. I guess I'll just have to, like, grind dungeons or something. Or I can go do the side questing in Voidstorm if I can figure out how to get out the Voidstorm. All kinds of side questing out there that I would love to do. I just don't have a teleporter to get out there. What is your side quest, and why did I not do it back when I came through here on the Paladin? The Trial of Style. Oh, okay. Can I just do this for the XP? Because I don't care about this. But I wouldn't mind getting the XP. What does it want me to do? It wants me to emote? No. Okay, oh, salute. Okay, maybe it does want me to emote. That's not a command. Oh, it would be if I typed it correctly. What else? There we go. Cool, cool, cool. That clears that one. What about the one over here?
Yes.
New doorways have opened to us.
Slithering closer. Do you bring tidings from Numia? She was supposed to be here and help me assess these fair flowers. She must be occupied. The Naga have encroached on my town and hers. They have kept to the beach so far, but that could change quickly.
Do not fear the shadow.
Okay, she's probably dead. I bet she's dead. Angie, welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here. It is going fantastic. Will you help me subdue this typical Far Strider, nearly decapitated by a snapdragon? Oh god. How are you nearly decapitated? Okay. So, like, he has a quest, but I guess the way it works, if I don't see his quest, that means I've already done it on the Paladin. But I hadn't done the breadcrumb for some reason on the Paladin, and that's why that still showed up. Okay, so that clears all of the side questing in Eversong Woods. Right? What is this? Sharp Maw? I gotta find out what that is. Oh my god, why do you have all these quests?
Sinu amanore.
So the only one that's showing up... Oh no, it says I've done... Does the check mark mean I've done it? This has a check mark, this has a check mark.
Back to work.
Okay, these, I've done all this stuff. I don't know why it's showing me this on the map. I've definitely done it. Okay, so I can ignore that. What about Zulaman side questing? That's something over this way. Let's go check that out. A Pandaren, okay.
Tell me of your travels.
It's another trial style thing. Okay, okay, okay. Let's just get it off our map. Just a bunch of trial style stuff. Let's see. Dance, okay. We can dance. What next? We have the setting that's supposed to filter it. And it filtered the side quest, so the warband setting, like, it took away the side quest I've completed, but apparently, like, it didn't take those ones away. So maybe it just works inconsistently. I don't know.
Oh, hello.
Alright, that one's gone. And let's go check out this one over here. Did we start at 80? Yeah, this was a character that we played in Midnight, or sorry, in the War Within. And I hadn't played them at all in Midnight yet, so I fired them up at 80. To play them some and see about eventually getting them to 90. Alright, let's take the dungeon and then we'll see what this guy wants. Right now I'm just clearing side quests off the map. We were doing delves for a bit. Did a couple delves, doing some dungeons, and now I've just been clearing random side quest and quest off the map for lack of any other coherent ideas on what to do. It doesn't take the campaign ones away until 90, yeah, that might be it. It's okay, we know we've done all the campaign ones up until a certain point, so... I did all the campaign stuff up until like the second raid, I think, is where I stopped the main campaign stuff. Okay, let's... this out. Looks like we got Blood Furnace this time. Good old Blood Furnace. I wonder how this is gonna work with all the mine damage going out in a second here. These guys are about to drop about 1 million landmines. And I just don't know what's gonna happen then. Maybe we keep moving and it just doesn't become an issue, I don't know. Maybe it's not gonna be an issue. Alright, it was not an issue. Good to know. $151 boots. Okay, so all the stuff that I get in time walking at my item level is going to be upgrades. That's good to know. I mean, that kind of makes it more worth it. More than just like experience for leveling, but the fact that we can get upgrades out of here.
Ignorant whelps! Let him loose! Who dares? What is this? What have you done? You'll ruin everything!
We got another robe. I mean, these are the same stats for the most part. It's the crit and the verse are a little bit different. I wonder if I needed any of this stuff for transmog or if this is all stuff I already had. I really don't know. Be nice to collect some transmog along the way. I don't know if I took any clothies through TBC the first time around to get any of the cloth looks, so probably most of the cloth stuff is going to be new to me. Jump back in.
You seek purification?
Alright, so neither of these have a check mark, so I'm assuming that means I haven't done either of these on my main. The eggs of the Loa are volatile. They must be hatched carefully. My family carried this honor for generations, but the tradition died when my older brothers followed the false promises of Zul'jin. Sadly, I'm the only brother left, and we need 2 hatches for the ritual. My niece Saja, down by the shore, she is too young to know the ritual, but the Loa's favor flows through her veins, as did my brother's. It's time for her to know this honor. Okay. And hungry hatchlings collect 100 pungent crab from the crabs to the southwest. 100, you say? Scurry down to the shore, find something to tempt the hatchlings with, or they may take a nibble out of you. Okay.
The cycle must continue. I fight for Zul'jin.
I'm not sure what he wants us to do. I guess I could have read the quest. Didn't seem important at the time. But apparently it's absolutely necessary. I mean, apparently I can just kill these guys. Maybe I don't need to worry about the item for this one. Am I still using my iBuyPower PC? Yes, I am. Hopefully for many more years. If I'm lucky. Yeah, it's a 3080. Well, there we go. There's the 100. Now we gotta go find the young girl. Oh, here's the turtle. Something about the turtle. I don't know what we're doing here. Okay, let's click on the turtle. Maybe I just totally misinterpreted this quest. No idea what's going on with this one.
Greetings, Janali's favor.
All right. I guess we go turn it in.
Your fire warms my spirit.
All right, he's got another one for us.
Lower fire of
Extra protection never hurts. Extra. The eggs are nearly ready. You may know something about this. Genelai tells me so. What you lack in blood, you make up for in spirit. Help me teach Shaja. Your spirit alone is not enough for this ritual. The eggs are imbued with the power of the Loa herself and will burst with fiery energy. We can protect you from this, but first we need feathers. Loa feathers. Collect them from around the temple. Alright, we need to collect some feathers. We're level 83. We're doing stuff that is current content in the Midnight expansion. So this is like a Midnight expansion leveling zone and some content that we're doing. Shadow Priest is a really fun class. The spells look amazing, the button pushing feels good. So far it's been fun in both the delves and 5-mans. Seems like it can be fun no matter what you like to do.
The flame consumes all.
They will protect you during the hatching ritual, but we must work a little magic on you first. I taught Shaja the protection blessing while you were running around. Don't worry, she is a natural. All is ready. I will now guide you both through the hatching ceremony. Talk to Shaja. She will use the feathers to protect you. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? Oh. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I'm a little phoenix thing. Now what? Come stand right here. Alright.
Lower fire of rebirth.
I'm no longer a bird. Okay, we gotta wait for the eggs to light up and then we gotta hatch the eggs. It looks like she's got that side and we're doing this side. There we go. Baby Loa things hatched. The hatching is complete, hopefully the first of many clutches to come. That's it. And that was level 84. Oh, it's not it. You have more. Okay. Like Dragonhawks. Oh, they're Dragonhawks, not Loa creatures. My bad. I know my uncle could seem off at times. His talk of the Loa always felt like childhood stories to me, but ever since Janalai returned, I feel her energy too. She flickers, she smolders, she burns red hot. She also brings warmth, light, and fire. But what I feel from her right now is distress, that of a mother hen counting her chicks but coming up short. Let's check on the hatchlings. Cover more ground if we split up. Alright, we've already lost one of the hatchlings. Wonderful. We are doing a great job. Well, apparently we lost many hatchlings.
May Janalai's flames scour your enemy.
This one is injured badly. It's barely breathing.
For Zuljara.
Let's kill this mob first. We gotta kill this mob for the quest. And I don't know if we do the dungeon then come back if this mob will be here. There we go. Slave pens? Underbog. Okay, we got Underbog. Should I be hanging on to these gems? Like, am I gonna need the gems for anything? They seem, with only 2 stats on them, like +2 crit, +2 verse, that seems like it would be nothing. And I really don't know if I need them. Is there a mod that makes my quest look like that? Oh, you're talking about, that's Dialogue UI. Dialogue UI. Very nice add-on if you like reading the quest, or even being able to see the typeface at all. Because the font in the default quest box is like atrocious. It also has a light mode and a dark mode and all kinds of other options you can play with. I mean, usually you wouldn't want to tank this guy facing the group, but I don't know, I guess maybe it doesn't matter in the time walking. It seems like it would be easy enough just to point him at the wall for everybody's peace of mind. Even if it's not necessary. Like, just don't point the big Hydra towards me, I just feel better when it's looking away from me. Even if you're thinking it's not necessary. Yep, TBC time walking, ironically enough. He dropped a 158 cloak, so I guess we could finally replace the Reshi wraps. They were nice while they lasted. Oh my gosh, God forbid you take a moment to equip an upgrade in one of these runs. I guess it's probably best practice to not even look at loot, think about loot, equip loot, or anything. And you ought to just try to struggle to keep up with the rest of the group is what you have to do. Unless you want to get there like this and like have the boss be half dead. That's always a possibility. I guess the boss isn't half dead, the ad is. It's okay. That's Underbog. We have an unspent talent point. Okay, we're going back into our hero plus talents, whatever they're called. Apex talents. Shadowy apparitions have a 15% chance to spawn as void apparitions that release a void bolt. Okay, so they're the ones who have the void bolt. I just have to read a little bit more. Okay, that makes sense. Very nice. So that is what? That's level 84. It's pretty decent. Let's go ahead and leave the group. Is that it? Quest chain over? Okay. So what else is going on here? What is this? Joining... Oh, that's like a fishing thing. Okay, I'm not gonna really worry about that, I guess. So that's all the side quests clear for Zulaman, all the side quests cleared for Eversong Woods. So if only I could figure out how to get out to places like Voidstorm and Herondar, we could work on those quests next. Like, I did very little. I guess I'd probably go to Herondar next. I did some of the side questing in Herondar, but not really a lot. Maybe, well, you know what? Maybe I skipped most of it. Maybe I did skip most of it. But so far as I can tell, I don't have a way to get to either of those zones. So I don't know if there's like a quest I gotta take first. Like somewhere back in Stormwind, somewhere back in Silvermoon. Or what I have to do just to open up the teleporters. I thought by virtue of having a max level character that had been in those zones and done the story questing, I thought I would have the teleporters unlocked. But I don't. I don't have the teleporters unlocked. So, yeah, I don't really know what to do about that. You get the Dark Moon buff for 10% more XP. Yeah, I probably should do stuff like that. Sometimes I feel like we level fast enough as it is, you know? I guess there's a 30% XP I could be getting that I'm missing out on. There's the 10% from the Dark Moon. So, like, I'm missing out on, like, you know, 40% bonus XP. Nothing new. I hardly ever play the game in an optimal way. So, like, the teleporters should be, like, right over here, right? Isn't this normally where they're at? We have a Conquest Quartermaster. We can go check that out. Is Conquest what we're getting? No, those are time walking badges. I don't know what Conquest is for. Oh, it's good to see. This is just as laggy as it was earlier. I guess it's just PvP stuff. They're on the map. I see. I don't see them. Are they on the map? Oh, right here. I see them now. Okay, okay. I see them now. They're okay. Look at that. You know what the problem is? To my eye, like these look like rooftops. Like the same. Look at this right here. Like, and this, and this, and to me, to my eyes, I just missed it. It looks like part of the like twin guard post on like a wall. So my brain was like, oh, that's part of the scenery. It needs to be a different color. I think that's fair to say. That it shouldn't be the same color as every other color on the map would help out a lot. Or maybe highlight it in blue or something. I don't know. Maybe highlight it in like a shimmery portal blue. Yeah, now I see him. Okay, well that's nice at least. I'm glad we found it. I'm glad it only took me 3 hours to figure it out. So that's cool. Like they could be outlined at least, you know, they could be the same color, but maybe put an outline on them. Maybe it's just a me problem. I didn't look hard enough, I suppose. Alright, and there's a void portal one there too. Okay. I hate that they spawn you down in this place. I wish they would spawn you up on the surface. Did we finish? Oh, we did. We finished this one, and I just didn't turn it in. Okay. Well, we'll have to get that turned in next time we're back in town. So we got our 5 done. It's not going to give us a lot of XP, but... What about this one? Same thing here, not a lot of XP. Alright, I think this is probably how I'll continue to level this character. I think I'm just going to focus on doing all the side questing that I haven't done on my main. And then in between side questing, we'll queue up and we'll do dungeons. I feel like that's a pretty nice way to level up an alt. We got 4 levels today, and like, you know, I had a lot of relearning to do to get my feet under me. I feel like maybe one more stream we should be able to hit max level. And then I'd like to get this character into some mythics. I want to do more delves on this character because it seems like a fun character to do delves on. But really, I want to finish my questing journey. I want to clear all the side stories. Especially in the Void Storm, those were really interesting to me, so I'd like to read all those and clear them all off the map. And that's kind of going to be my goal on this character. Like, we'll do endgame stuff, but the primary goal getting there is to see all the questing that I skipped on my pally. So, unfortunately though, I'm out of time for today. I'm really glad you guys hung out today. I really appreciate it and all the support. I like this class a lot. It's less buttons per minute than my paladin, so it feels like I'm slamming less buttons all day, so I can play it a little bit longer. And oh boy, like thematically, I just love the class thematically, so I really appreciate you guys being here and letting me play today. I think I'll probably stream again on Tuesday or Wednesday. I will get that scheduled as soon as I can. And I'm going to be right back here. I'm going to be playing this character. I like this character. I'm having fun, so I'm going to keep at it. Hope to see you guys then. Until then, take care of yourselves out there in the real world and take care of each other. And we will see you back in Azeroth very soon. Bye for now.